Hey everybody, Mark Arnstein, Remax Hallmark, and of course livingnorthtoronto.com. This is vlog number 32, and I'm here with my very good friend, Mr. Sam Dema. Sam, welcome to coming on today. I appreciate it.
I'm glad to be here, Mark. Thanks for having me.
So the reason why I want to bring Sam on is Sam is this wonderful, youthful, inspirational speaker who speaks to the youth today and has all kinds of fantastic messages. And one you just recently did was a graduation video that you did. So tell me kind of what was the purpose and what was the inspiration behind that?
Yeah, good question. So I actually made a graduation video last year for the class of 2020, and it got some great traction. The reason that I wanted to make one again this year was because I found last year there was an outpouring of support. Like I remember seeing Barack Obama, LeBron James, dozens of people, creating content to support that graduating class. I found this year, the students are still missing the grad, especially Canadians in the class of 2021.
Especially in Ontario.
Yeah, a huge amount, but no one's supporting them.
Right.
Not the same support. And so that was one of the major inspirations behind it. And I got a team of people together. There's 6 of us. We had a high school kid acting and that's actually graduating.
Right.
In the actual video itself. Posted it on YouTube, and it's been just over 2 weeks. Over 50,000 people have seen it, and a lot of students and families are reaching out to share their support.
That's cool. I mean, it's amazing. I watched the video. I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. I thought it was so well done, so creative, and so really inspiring too. And it's interesting because I was just having this conversation with my wife the other day, and I was like, my daughter, who's about to turn 10, has not been in a full year of school since grade 2.
Wow.
And now she's just finishing grade 4.
That's crazy.
My middle guy, who's graduating from middle school, same thing since grade 6, who's now finishing grade 8.
Oh my God.
And then my oldest, who's in high school, so has not done a full year of high school yet, and he's finishing grade 10.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's
crazy.
Crazy. So my question then comes back to you is, you got inspirational messages you can give to all different levels of kids, right? So we have the kids that are from, are graduating out of middle school. We got the kids that are graduating out of high school, and then we got the kids that are graduating out of university. So 3 different groups. What inspiration would you give to the 3 different groups?
Good question.
Loaded question, I know, but let's go for it.
It's a big one. I would say, so first and foremost, all 3 of those groups are going through a major transition at a different time in their lives, right?
Right.
If I could go back to my, grade 7 self, grade 8 self, back in middle school, and I'm just about to graduate and move on to high school, I think the main thing I'd want to be told or reminded is that the world is your oyster. At that age, you're a young kid. Despite the challenges you're faced with, you can take your life in any direction.
Right.
I think that's an important thing to remind students, especially at a young age, to dream big. And so that's where the video kind of ties in the idea of your life being like a book. And every chapter is a part of your life. High school is one chapter, elementary school is another, university is another.
Right.
What's important is that you continue to be the author and hold the pen and write those stories.
Totally.
You're the person writing your own book of your life, right?
Yeah.
That's what I would say to kids in elementary. Kids in high school, I would say similar messaging, but start planning things. Despite the fact that you can't be in these celebrations or these opportunities, put a piece of paper in front of you and get clear on where you want to go next.
Right.
You miss some things, that's okay. It sucks, I know that, but there are some sad stories in books, sad chapters in books that make you cry. Same thing that might happen with your high school experience, and it sucks, but we'll move on to another happy chapter. And then college and university is really advice that I would give myself.
Right.
And it's just to keep going.
Yeah.
Your hard work has brought you this far. What's going to bring you to the next chapter is just more hard work.
Okay. I mean, amazing. That's awesome. I love it, and it's the kind of same things I really preach to my kids, regardless of what they got going on, because whether it's school, sports, like competitive sports, it doesn't matter. It's all relevant, right?
Yep.
So now you've had to do in the last year and a half a major pivot, because a lot of your stuff and what you do for your work and business is based on going
yourself too.
Is doing motivational speeches in front of large groups, right?
Yep.
So now you've pivoted, I'm thinking, done a lot online as well, right?
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about that and what's been going on with that kind of part of your business.
Yeah, good questions. So honestly, back in May, I almost packed it up. Like it was a bad situation. I had over 35 speeches canceled in about a week and a half. That I spent a year booking.
Yeah.
And I'm someone who took a break from my university studies to pursue this, invested a lot of money, time, and energy, and I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like I felt like I hit a brick wall, and it's one of my first serious business challenges.
Right.
And I was reaching out to schools to see if I could support them, and all of them were very closed off to the idea, just because everything was in flux. And I was super lucky that I had a coach who reminded me that this was actually the greatest opportunity, because all the speakers were quitting, which means less people were doing it. And all the students would need this stuff now more than ever.
Totally.
Less competition, more,
More opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I very quickly just found out what I needed to do
Yeah.
to keep going. And what that looked like for me was getting professional equipment, building a studio in my basement,
Right.
getting like soundboards so I could, add music into the presentations.
Right.
And I just started doing everything I was doing, but virtually. And luckily, it's been going really well. It's been really busy, and I'm grateful for the mentors and coaches in my life, people like yourself, who
My pleasure.
keep me positive with a good mindset.
Yeah, no, and it's amazing because you think about really, like, as a motivational speaker, you got to keep yourself motivated at the same time, right? So, which like, all of this amazing advice that you give out to all these kids and students, and how to grow and develop, you had to actually pivot and use it on yourself, right?
It's
which
true.
is a bit of a mind kind of mess upper, right?
It's true.
So, which is really cool. So, what's next for you? Like, what's the next big thing?
Yeah, good questions. So this year, I will finish and publish a book called Dear High School Me.
Oh, no way.
And it's like 52.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, it's new news.
Awesome.
I'm about 15,000 words into it right now.
Yeah.
And I plan on it being something that schools will buy for their students after I speak to them.
Right.
Maybe we can put your logo on it and get some sponsored.
It's definitely something we can talk about for sure.
But yeah, so that's one big thing I'm working on. Along with the graduation video, every quarter I want to release a highly produced video that kids will really be impacted by.
Right.
So I already have the next 3 in the works. I'm working on some merch and some other things as well, but really just scale the speaking, keep doing more of it, build and finish the book. Those are like the 2 main priorities.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so now if people want to see the graduation video, where do they go to watch it?
Yeah, good question. So best place to see it is on YouTube. You can find it on my website at www.samdemba.com, but I would recommend just going straight to YouTube and just searching Dear Graduating Class of 2021. It should be the first thing that pops up. There's a bright orange chair on the thumbnail.
Perfect, easy enough to find. Sam, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate your time as always. You're always amazing. It's always a pleasure speaking with you. If you want to contact Sam, get more information, hear what he has to say, you have all kinds of platforms which you can use for kids today to grow off of and develop off of. So where do they go?
Just samdemba.com.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Remember, always follow us along on social, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Take care, be safe, stay positive, and we'll talk to you soon, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.